hearing from someone like Kemi Badenoch is refreshing. It's a sigh of, it's a breath of freshness, fresh air, of relief. Someone like her from her kind of foundation is not common to come by. So I feel excited that I have a fellow Nigerian that I see. I do not only come in indirect contact with a fellow Nigerian who is a conservative, but also a fellow Nigerian who is actually leading a conservative party in one of the super power, in one of the greatest country on earth. Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Oweleke TV. My name is JIBRIN and this is my angle. Thank you once again for joining me on this monologue. I am glad you are here with me again, as always. Thank you for my return viewers. And thank you for those of you that are new, just joining us for the first time. Remain blessed as you actually watch this monologue. And on this monologue, I shall be talking about Kemi Badenoch. Yes, I'll be talking about her good side this time around. But before I go into her good side, before I play a video, I'll be playing a video and talk about her good side. I want to comment on the last video I posted concerning this Kemi Badenoch. I came so hard on her. I was hard on her, actually. I think that's the right word, and rightfully so. And I am not here to renege in that. I am here rather to double down. The reality is, I think I received serious backlash on that criticism. 99.5% of the response from my audience was negative. They were all negative stuff. People called me names. Some people called me illiterate. Some people called me envy and say that I'm envious and jealous. Some people said so many names. Called me a whole lot of names. And some of them was funny to me. There was one who I've forgotten the phrase the person used. In fact, when I read it, I laughed. I busted into laughter, not smile. I really busted into laughter. I've forgotten what the person. Honestly, I forgot. But some of them, I just laughed, just winked at. Not really winked, but just smiled, and for someone like me, I don't delete messages, no matter how badly what kind of words you use against me, because that is what I expect from starting up this, laying foundation for this. I expected such. I'm someone who actually I accept criticism. For those of you who are close to me, who know me, that's my nature. I expect criticisms. I welcome it, and that is just the reality. And honestly, I appreciate everyone that it was a barrage of commentary on the comment section on that video. And I appreciate all of you, including the ones that called me names, insulted me. Well, thank you anyway. It is, we need things like that for us to grow. We need criticism. There's no doubt about that. Thank you for even at least creating time to participate on our platform, to be part of us. It's an encouragement to us, and there's no doubt about that. However, I stand by everything I said on that video, and I'm going to even double down. And thereafter, I'll be playing. Just hold on. I'll be playing a video. Very interesting video about Kemi Badenoch, and we'll be talking about that. But before then, I later found out that Kemi did even worse than that for against Nigerians and Nigeria. I was informed that she was the trade secretary when Onyema Allen Onyema, the owner of Peace, Air Peace, was actually battling, fighting to actually gain license to fly between Lagos and Heathrow Airport, London. That this same Kemi Badenoch actually, and we all know what happened, how the British government fought Onyema to a standstill, fought him from the inside, fought him from the outside. Yet we had our own daughter, who then was the trade secretary in Britain. Yet she didn't do anything. Rather, she fueled. She actually fueled the fight against the antagonism against Air Peace. That was, I don't know, I did not know that it has gotten that worse. Now, for those of you who criticized me and supported her and hailed her for saying the truth, I did not question her integrity. One, I did not question her truthfulness. Everything she said, probably you were not patient enough to probably watch the clip, the full clip before jumping into conclusion, before being emotional. Everything she said about Nigeria is actually, and Nigerian politicians are actually the truth. There's no doubt about that. And on that video, I acknowledged it. And I remember saying that I am a diasporan, someone that resides in diaspora. And I have been, for those of you who have been following this, you know how critical I have been against Nigerian corrupt politicians and the government, especially the current government. And we've been unflinching with criticism and antagonism against corrupt officials. But at the same time, we all have experience. If I tell you my story, it's a long story. I was a contractor in Nigeria. So you should understand that, Kemi, you are talking about corruption. You are still as far as I'm concerned, you're 42 or 43 or 44, whatever. Before you left Nigeria, you were still a kid, as far as as far as I'm concerned. So you didn't see that much. I was a contractor. I saw a lot. And I saw a lot. So when it comes to experiencing corruption, I can tell you firsthand that I saw it, I felt it, it affected me. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, it didn't change me as a Nigerian. It didn't change my skin as a Nigerian. There's no doubt about that. I still remain Nigerian. I may be a US citizen, but the truth is, except there is where a situation where I must choose, or I have to choose a country to go with, to be loyal to, then I will definitely, there's no doubt about it, that I would choose a country that gave me good life or better life. It's just like you have a biological father and a biological parent and an adopted parents. The biological parent didn't treat you well. Now someone else, another different family, adopted you as their child, but they treated you like a king and gave you good life, and you became something good. Obviously, if there is someone, if there's a family you want to save from death, or a kind of that you have to be loyal to one person, a situation comes to bear where you have to be loyal to one, you have to take side. You will definitely take the side of your adopted parents because they gave you life. But at the same time, you cannot deny that your biological parents are your biological parents. You can't deny your father. You can't deny your mother, no matter how bad they are. Worst case scenario, when it comes to loyalty, you will stick with your adopted family because they gave you good life. The same thing here. I may be a US citizen, but the truth is, I still believe in my country. I am a Nigerian. a full-fledged Nigerian. There's no doubt about that. And I'll remain forever, no matter what I am. No matter what I am in a foreign land, I remain. But the only thing is that when it comes to loyalty, and if I have to take sides, if I have to, obviously I'll take the side of the US, because US gave me good life, or is giving me good life. There's no doubt about that. So that is my point. So what stops Kemi from, and besides, just unlike Kemi, anywhere I see Nigerians, I want to associate myself with them. I want to, if I'm in a position to do good to add to their lives, I do my best to do that. I still identify with them, and I still identify with my country. I am so proud. For those of you, I know some people who have known, some Americans, excuse me, some of my colleagues or friends or associates, business associates, who are what definitely they will attest to this. I'm always proud. You ask me where I came from, I'm always proud to tell you I'm a Nigerian. I know what the reputation of some Nigerians are in abroad. But again, because I still believe that there are good Nigerians, that's why I identify that no matter what, anywhere you ask me, anywhere, I'm always proud to identify myself as a Nigerian. And that is just it. I may be a US citizen, but I was Nigeria first. And I'll remain Nigeria. Except and until probably, like I said, a situation arises that I have to take sides. I have to. Then I can definitely stick with, because US has gave me a good life and is giving me good life. That is just the reality. So that is what I expected from Kemi. No matter what, for God's sake, what is it? Say they corrupt. Because your parents they corrupt, then you deny them. Who does that? And that is why I am doubling down on what I said earlier, and I'm still saying it even more. That she was off the chart to have denied Nigeria and Nigerians, disassociated herself from Nigeria and Nigerians, refused to help Nigeria and Nigerians. It is sad no matter what you people have, soldiers come, if you like, come against me with all your weapons or whatever, it doesn't change the truth and the reality. We shouldn't be ashamed. No one should be ashamed of his mom or his dad, or her mom or her dad. We should all, no matter, even if our parents are the worst, they are still our parents. We shouldn't deny them. Of course, I've seen people denying their parents in the public because they felt that some of them, their parents are not that they are bad, but because probably they are poor or whatever. Those scenarios are shameless and ridiculous. And that is the same. That is exactly what Kemi is, Badenoch. She's shameless and she's ridiculous. And her self-righteousness doesn't speak well of her, because that is just being self-righteous. You see yourself better than every other Nigerian. What is your problem? Are you perfect? She's not perfect, for God's sake. You may not have stolen public funds, but are there no things? Ask you, can you vouch? Can you vouch for yourself when it comes to other stuff? Don't you have weakness? Don't you have sins you fall into? You're not perfect, for God's sake. You have your own flaws. So, and that is just the reality. All right. That being said, I didn't intend to spend this much time. Let me play this video, then we'll talk about Kemi Badenoch. This time around, I want to talk about her good side. Because one thing about me is that I'm a very, very balanced person, and I'm a pragmatist. I am not an ideologue as such. I don't hate people. I just hate the vices in people. If I hate someone, it is not that person that I hate. I just hate that. The moment you change to something different, you see me, I change again. So that means I don't hate you. If you hate someone, regardless of what that person is at that point, at any point in time, you keep hating the person. You will never see anything good about the person. That is not who I am. I hate vices in people, even though I am not perfect. And I expect people to not hate me, but hate whatever vice that I have inside of me. I expect that because I do the same thing. I don't hate people. I just hate. For those of you who know how much I detest Bola Tinubu, if he becomes a good leader today, I will make a 180 degree to supporting him and speak well of him. Because I believe in second chance and repentance. And that is just it. So that is why I want to speak about the good side of Kemi Badenoch today, because I'm a balanced person. Because I believe no matter how bad, how evil someone is, there is always a good side of that person. And no matter how good someone is, there is always a bad side of that person. That is the way I live my life. That is where I judge situations and judge people. And that is just it. So as such, let me play this video and we'll come to talk about thereafter. It's just about less than 1 minute video of Kemi Badenoch, and we'll come back to talk about her.
To start by congratulating President-elect Trump on his impressive victory this morning. The Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary met him in September. Did the Foreign Secretary take that opportunity to apologise for making derogatory and scatological references, including, and I quote, Trump is not only a woman-hating, neo-Nazi sympathising sociopath, he is also a profound threat to the international order. And if he did not apologise, will the Prime Minister do so now on his behalf?
Mr. Speaker, there will be...
All right, you had that. Okay, let me replay that because what he had is she congratulated him.
To start by congratulating President-elect Trump on his impressive victory this morning. To start by congratulating President-elect Trump on his impressive victory this morning.
All right, so that is it. Now, first she congratulated Trump. And actually, I was supposed to note that the last video I posted on her, but her actions actually beclouded my sense of reasoning at that point. That it just skipped my mind, and hence not too late for me to actually come up. I came across this video, and it reminded me of the side of her that I really, really like. And one, she's an intelligent lady. There's no doubt about that. She's intelligent, she's eloquent, and she actually looks and sounds charismatic. She's lovable. There's no doubt about that. And the most important, why I'm making this video is this. She's conservative. Of course, she's a Trump supporter. Any conservative, definitely, most conservative will be definitely a core conservatives must be Trump supporter. So, and she is actually leading the Conservative Party in the UK. So that is great. Why it is great to me, it's exciting to me, is because it is very rare. In fact, most Nigerians in diaspora are liberals. You hardly find Nigerians who are conservatives in diaspora. Most Nigerians that I have met, and those people will always meet, are mostly, when I say most Nigerians, don't come and begin to attack me and say there are, I've said most, I didn't say all. Don't attack me with words. I didn't say all, I said most Nigerians, and it is most, and that's what I mean. And it is truly most Nigerians abroad living in diaspora they are liberals. They support liberal agendas, liberal policies. They align more with liberality than conservatism. And so seeing someone, especially the ones in government, like in the US, The Nigerians in government here, they are under Democrat Party. They support all the bad, evil ideas that are in conflict with God's word, with morality. So, hearing from someone like Kemi Badenoch is refreshing. It's a sigh of, it's a breath of freshness, fresh air, of relief. It's a reprieve. Let me use that word. Excuse me. So it is because someone like her, from her kind of foundation, is not common to come by. So I feel excited that I have a fellow Nigerian, whether she identifies with us or not. She is a Nigerian. She cannot change from that. Not her, not she, not any human being, not the Britain or not Britain or British government can change that reality, that fact. And so that's just it. So that I see, I do not only come in indirect contact with a fellow Nigerian who is a conservative, but also a fellow Nigerian who is actually leading a conservative party in one of the super power, in one of the greatest country on earth. So it is a great achievement. Honestly, I praise her courage. I praise her background, because obvious, her background has a lot to do with her. Her upbringing has a lot to do with her. And God bless her parents, because they actually brought their child up in the right way. Because the Bible says, bring up a child in the way he should go. So when that child grows, he or she will not depart from their upbringing. And that is exactly what is happening in the life of Kemi Badenoch. She's a light to her family. She's a light for Nigerians and Nigeria, whether she identifies with us or not. It doesn't change that she is a Conservative Party leader and a step to being the Prime Minister of the UK doesn't change her from being a Nigerian first. That is the reality. That is the reality. So I praise her courage for being a conservative, a core conservative. And I appreciate her for that. And I hope she continues to follow the path of conservatism, because that is the path that aligns with godly principles, biblical principles, Christian principles. And that is just the reality. So she's a smart lady. There's no doubt about that. I love this part of her. She's everything good except this issue of disloyalty, denying where she came from. I hope someday she will apologize for this statement she made publicly. I look forward to that day. It will be an exciting day indeed. And this is my angle.